Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Actually, just dropped Ivanka and thought let's make this very important video about emergency fund, having an emergency fund, whatever age you are, and also 5-6 other points I have for my young audience who are early 20s, getting into life on their own without the help of their parents. Few tips that I have and I've learned over the years. I'm an old man, 46 years old. What I have learned, I'm trying to share in this video. So please watch to the end and please let me know your thoughts. So when we went through this flood few weeks ago, one thing we were happy about is we always have an emergency fund. Now, emergency fund is cash of 3 to 6 months of your needs. Okay, 3 to 6 months of your needs. If you don't get salary, if you have a flood, if you have an issue, ready cash in the bank. You don't invest it in Bitcoin, you don't invest it in stock market, you don't invest it in other fixed deposits or mutual funds. You keep that bank money in the bank as an emergency fund, because I'll give you example of how we needed emergency funds. We've been paying contractors and all sorts of small things, repairing this, repairing that after the flood. Everything takes cash and everything takes payments immediately. So the insurance will happen later. Insurance is not going to pay you right now. So we've been paying 10, 15, $20,000. It's all from our emergency fund. And I'm actually planning now that emergency fund we have to increase, because in the US everything multiplies with cost, okay? We live in an expensive area like Tenafly. All the contractors charge more, all the electricians charge more, all the painters charge more. It's just how it is, right? So if you're living in a Cuff Parade in Bombay, everything will be more expensive than if you live like in a Dombivli or Goregaon. So yeah, keep an emergency fund. If your salary is 50,000 rupees, your emergency fund should at least be 6 times of that, which is 6 months salary. Just keep it in the bank as emergency fund, never touch it. The next one is try your best as a youngster in your 20s. Coffee first. Try your best as a youngster in your 20s. Do not get into credit card debt. Do not get into any kind of debt. Live within your means. Everyone will say this to you, but it's very difficult to follow, because now the youngsters have credit cards, 3-4 credit cards. They have debit card. Debit card is okay, it's direct from your bank, but credit card, even if you have a credit card, please make the payment immediately in the first billing. Do not extend your credit card payments where you get charged those interest rates, okay? So if you take a credit card, make sure you pay it fully in the first cycle where there's no interest hit on you. I would personally say if you can manage in a debit card or just with cash payments. I know it's difficult because nowadays everything you buy on credit card is plastic money. But try and use your debit card. We use our debit card most of the time. And credit card we only use if like sometimes we want to defer a payment by a few days or month or whatever, just as a safety precaution. A debit card is direct debit from your account. So depends, we decide. And we if we have a credit card bill, we pay it immediately. I have some friends, not good friends, but some friends who stagger their credit card payments. Like every month they'll pay that minimum amount due and they will just pay that for 6-7 months. The amount of interest you're paying in that is as much as the total cost of what your expense was. So it's crazy. Another small tip from me, guys, is at least by the age of 35 to 38, try and have a fully paid small house, okay? Small house, 1 room kitchen, 1 bedroom, can be in a smaller city, smaller town, whatever. Just at least by the time you're 35, 38, at least have one house paid for. And I'm only saying that because Karishma and I have that already in India. Not in the US, we're still trying to pay this off fast. But in India, it feels great to have houses paid for. We are much older, but yes, given a chance of my life again, I would have probably wanted a house paid for by the age of 30. And this is separate of any parental support or inheritance, okay? I'm talking of your own work and your own money. The next point I want to talk about, guys, is very important. In all this journey of saving money, of buying houses, of creating an emergency fund, never forget to be generous and charitable. There are always people in need of help. The world is a very, very unjust place. There are too many rich people, there are too many poor people. It's God's decision who's rich, who's poor, how the cards are dealt for you. If you're someone doing well, doing average and above average, it is important that you're charitable, whether it's to your church, 10% a month, your church, or to your community, or to the PM relief fund, or to any support. Like we do something for this St. Jude's Hospital in New York, where they take cancer treatment. It can be anything, a hospital donation, helping someone with the school fees, college fees, anything. Be charitable and generous. So in your journey to collecting wealth and collecting money and being debt free, also don't forget to be charitable and generous. And guys, I don't want to make this video too much of gyan, so I'm going to make 2 more points. The first point is monthly budget your life. Okay, monthly budget is so important. Karishma and I do it every month. We have an Excel, we track it. Some months are high, some months are low. Yes, we want to enjoy life too. We don't just come here to save money, but we keep a budget. We have always been within our means. We don't take help from our parents or anyone. We don't borrow money. So, when I talk all these points, it's some of the learnings I have, which I tell my own son, that create a budget. When you have a budget, you basically will find a way to keep the budget. So do that on an Excel or piece of paper, anything. And also, I always want to say this in the end of my videos, do your education, whatever it is, science, commerce, arts, anything. Do your education, graduation, whatever you feel. Keep some backup plans if you want to go in the creative field like YouTube or photography or acting or music. Always have a backup plan, because unfortunately these careers are very, very few people who succeed. Everyone doesn't make millions on YouTube. Everyone doesn't make millions selling a song or a music video. So there are different professions which give you more stability, more surety of a return on investment on a life, on a career. So yeah, keep that in mind. I think a little gyan video, but it's for my young audience who I want to help, because they keep asking me these questions. I've put a page of these 6 points on Instagram too, so go check it out, Ryan Blogs Life on Instagram. And I'm going to sign out because it's a really busy day today, so I have to log off. And yes, Sunday is Ivanka's 11th birthday, so probably going to New York tomorrow. Some fun plan for her. We'll try and vlog, but the focus is Ivanka and not vlogging, so we'll do some fun stuff on the weekend also. Hope to make some vlogs on that. Alright guys, take care. Bye.